Austria's agriculture. Growing the future. "87% of Austrian land is used for agriculture and forestry, a figure that is barely changing. But while 30% of the population were employed in agriculture in the 1950s, it's only 4% today. Cultivating the same area, 6.5 million hectares of fields, grassland, alpine pastures, and woodlands. More service, resulting in more profit. The average annual income in agriculture is less than 18,000 euros, for a job that starts long before a regular office job and often knows no weekends.
6 Uhr früh aufstehen.
Wir gehen um 5 Uhr in der Früh in den Stall.
6:30 auch schon mit dem Traktor wegfahren.
Und da stehe ich meistens um 4:30 auf.
Dann direkt in den Stall.
Sie werden dann gefüttert,
Das Getreide abliefern,
Maschinen vorbereiten.
dreschen,
Ja, und das kann halt dann dauern, je nach Wetterlage, bis 9, 10 am Abend.
manchmal 2 in der Früh auch.
Keine Samstag, Sonntagsruhe, nein.
What do Austrian farmers earn their money from? 37% from milk or cattle, 27% forestry, 12% cropland, 8% fruit and wine, 5% pigs and poultry, 1% vegetables, and 10% from a combination of the named fields. 46% live exclusively from farming, 54% are part-time farmers. It is a rough job to earn a living from agriculture. Still, there is a sense of optimism. Our new agricultural sector is young, well-educated, and its face is increasingly female. Austria has the highest ratio of farmers under the age of 45 in the EU, and every 10th subsidized business takeover is carried out by a university graduate. The contemporary farmer is a businessman, a worker, and a product developer all in one. They're faced with a rough economic reality: low and fluctuating producer prices, increasing prices for equipment.
Auf der einen Seite hast du das Absatzrisiko und das Wetter.
It would not be possible to finance the agricultural sector without subsidies and remunerations. 22% of the earnings come from public funding, almost 60% of which is provided by the EU. Good money for a good service. Our agriculture provides us with a high standard of food, attractive landscapes, and prospering regions. Austria's farmers account for 4% of the total population, but we all benefit from their work. Austria's agriculture and forestry are a small but important driving force for the economy. 400,000 jobs depend on agriculture. The production value of the work of our farmers is worth 8 billion euros, trend descending. Tourism is one of our main economic sectors, and it is unthinkable without agriculture. No matter if we talk about maintaining our landscape, our 8,700 alpine pastures, or about culinary delights. 75% of all farming businesses are located in less favored areas. 90% of these are situated in mountainous regions. The cultivation of these areas is of great importance. Agriculture is the lifeblood for isolated regions and their economy. It ensures continuity and brings new life into these regions.
Besonders stolz ist eigentlich, oder kann man eigentlich sein auf die letzte Investition, was wir bei uns gemacht haben. Das ist unsere Photovoltaikanlage. Die hat 12,3 kW. Das ist eine der größten privaten Anlagen in Niederösterreich. Das ist eigentlich so ein bisschen eine Ideologie, dass man sowas macht, was ich meine Gäste und Kunden näher bringen kann und auch die Nachhaltigkeit ein bisschen hervorheben möchte auf meinem Betrieb.
The basis for the success, a solid education and a business plan for each enterprise. Austria's agriculture improves our situation as a net payer to the EU. It improves the foreign trade balance. In 1995, Austria's agricultural exports amounted to 1.8 billion euros. Today, it is 9 billion, an increase of 400%. No wonder that our farmers have a good image, an image characterized by hard work and an affinity to nature. 3/4 of the population think that the public money farmers receive for their work is justified. Austria's agriculture is small-structured. An average Danish farm is 3 times larger than an Austrian, a Czech one even 7 times. Nevertheless, each Austrian farmer provides 70 people with food. At a fair price, in 1970 an industrial worker had to work 11 minutes to be able to buy a litre of milk. Today, it is only 4 minutes. For his wheat, a farmer receives only 3% of the purchase price of a roll for a product of high quality. Strict controls and standards such as the AMA quality label ensure that we can enjoy meals made of Austrian quality products. There are more than 100 regions of delight in Austria and 14 protected indications of origin, from Tyrolean grey cheese over Geiltal bacon and Waldviertel grey poppy to Styrian horseradish. 16% of our businesses are organic farms. Therefore, we are pioneers in Europe.
Grundsätzlich sehe ich eigentlich den Biolandbau daher als Chance, ja, weil viele kleinere und mittlere Betriebe dadurch bestehen bleiben konnten.
Ich wollte eigentlich kein schlechtes Gewissen den Kindern gegenüber haben, dass ich sage, ich arbeite mit Chemieeinsatz, sondern der Ackerboden, der unsere Nahrungsgrundlage ist, den möchte ich auch in einem guten Zustand weitergeben.
Austria's farmers are good suppliers, and they make us largely independent of imports. We can provide ourselves with meat, milk and grain up to 100%. This creates security in times when the international economy is shaken by one turmoil after the other. Food products are precious, and with our farmers, they are in the best hands. Austria is the world champion in organic farming. Almost 20% of our agricultural land is used for organic farming. Successfully, the demand for organic food has increased by 30% in the past 5 years. Today, every sixth business is engaged in organic farming. 3/4 of all business participate in OPAL, the Austrian Agri-Environmental Program. Austria has gained an international reputation as a pioneer in the field of GMO-free agriculture. We do not cultivate genetically modified seeds. Only few economic sectors have met the Kyoto climate protection targets. The agricultural sector has. While the total greenhouse gas emissions have increased by 2.4% in the past 2 decades, they have declined by 11% in the agricultural sector. The protection of our climate and our environment is part of our farmers' self-understanding. The Moorboden cattle. Besides the Waldviertel grey poppy or the Schlegler rye, it's one of the many species that are protected by our farmers, even if they might be less profitable.
Warum Moorbodener? Deswegen, weil wir wirklich die gefährdete Rasse erhalten wollen in unserer Region, in dem sogenannten Murtal.
Austria has enormous biomass resources. Agriculture is one of the main pillars of renewable energy. Austria's agriculture provides the whole country with regional products. This prevents long transportation routes and goes down well with the consumer. 87% of the population enjoy regional food products. Our farmer services have an uncountable value for our nature, from Lake Neusiedl to Lake Constance, from the lowlands to the alpine pastures. Our agriculture, where the future grows.